Hey students, today we're looking at the perimeter again. The learning objective is to be able to calculate the perimeter of 2D shapes. However, today we won't be counting squares, we will be looking at the measurements that are given. So, real life scenarios, exact same as before, the keywords, exact same, area, perimeter, compound shape in units. The big question that you should all be able to answer by the end of this lesson is on the right hand side. Right, so let's start off with an example. So here we've been given a rectangle, and remember, to calculate the perimeter of a shape, we need to calculate the total distance around the whole shape. So if we start at this left hand side, top left hand corner, we need to go all the way to the right, down, back around to the left, and back up. So we need to calculate by adding all of these measurements together. So we've got 10 centimeters plus 5 centimeters plus 10 centimeters plus another 5 centimeters. Which should equal 30 centimeters. So the perimeter of this shape is 30 centimeters. So let's look at another example. So here we've got another rectangle, and for rectangles we know that the shorter sides are equal and the longer sides are equal. So if we start here again, we know we need to add 6 centimeters plus 20 centimeters. We know this bottom side will be the same as the top, so plus another 6 centimeters, and we know this left side will be the same as the right. And the answer should be 52 centimeters. So now I want you to pause the video, have a go at the right example, spend about half a minute to a minute, and then I'll put the answer up on the board for yourselves. Right, so that's your answer up on the board, and now we'll move on to the next example. So now here we've got a square, and remember last time we talked about these lines and how they represent that all the sides are the same. So now we know this anyways, because we know that for a square to be a square, all the sides need to be equal. So if this side is 4 centimeters, we know this side will be 4 centimeters, this side will be 4 centimeters, and this side will be 4 centimeters. So we add all of these together in order to find the perimeter. So we do 4 centimeters plus 4 centimeters plus 4 centimeters plus 4, which equals to 16 centimeters. So now the bottom example, just as before, is an equilateral triangle. So we've got 3 equal sides. So we need to do 3 centimeters plus 3 centimeters plus 3 centimeters, which should give us 9 centimeters as our answer. It's important to always remember to write the units. So now if you can pause the video for about half a minute to a minute, attempt the questions on the right hand side, and I will put the answers up on the board for you. So those are the answers that you should have for the questions on the right hand side. The top example doesn't give us any units, so you're okay to write the answer as just 20. So here we have a worded question, so it's important to read the question and understand what it is asking of us. So this question is saying, Mr. Mahmood's garden is a rectangular shape. He walks around the garden to flower his plants. He travels 15 meters up and 5 meters along the garden, and then back again. What is the total perimeter of the garden? So it's asking us to work out the perimeter of his garden by giving all of these measurements. So we know there's Mr. Mahmood in his sportswear. He's gone 15 meters along the garden, then he comes 5 meters down, and then he comes back. So we know he's going to walk another 15 meters, and then another 5 meters to go back up because he's walking around the outside of his garden. So we need to add all of these measurements together. So at the bottom we've got 15 meters plus 5 meters plus 15 plus another 5. So the answer should be 40 meters. Right, class. So what I want you to do is work out 3 questions from the top and 3 from the bottom. So I want you to draw out the shapes, write down the numbers that are already given, and work out the perimeter for me. Then once you've done that, if you can take a picture and upload the picture onto class charts so I can have a look. Thanks for your time. Meet you in the next lesson.